Yo, what is going on, guys? Paradox Wisdom here, back with another video. For a second there, I literally forgot to do my intro. But listen, I'm just here to talk a little bit again. I know I'm making a lot of these, but I just feel like I want to talk. But mostly because, well, not really. I just saw this video and I thought that kind of like made me, was like, yo, I gotta say something about this. So, I'm gonna get straight into the point. I hope you guys are all doing well, by the way. I know it's 2026. Hope life's been great so far. But anyways, so I was watching this guy. I don't know if you guys know. His name is Saya Speaks or something. So he has his own YouTube channel where he makes videos about stuff that he hates and he talks about it. Anything that really triggers him or something, he talks about it, right? All his videos are basically like stuff that he wants to talk about that made him feel negative, right? And he just talks about it, right? And I honestly wish I could do that. That's really cool. That's like that someone speaks about it, because the fact that he said something about this, like when I saw that title, like that was 6 minutes ago as I'm recording this right now, and I'm looking at the title, I'm like, whoa, like okay, like whoa, like so the title was like we we have officially live in a generation where self improvement is cringe. And he was talking about, I'm not gonna say who, but someone who is, he's talking about someone that he's, right, they're like, he used to do a certain hobby like YouTube, for example, right? And then he switched to that to become like a, I don't know, like he would try to help people, try to like I don't know. Anyways, but I think it goes like this. I don't want to say who because I don't want them to like get a lot of hate or something. But anyways, but nothing is wrong with that person. Alright, it's just I just that's the example that he gave him. But anyways, listen. So now I just wanted to talk. Get my nose hard. Um, listen. I just wanted to talk about this because I feel like a lot of times I talk about self improvement sometimes. Well, rarely, I guess, but I feel like a lot of us. Well, I'm gonna take this title as like I didn't watch the full video. I just went straight. I saw the title. I was like, okay, I have to say something. My also, so my view of that, is that you know, guys, I'm gonna be honest. The issue is not about like what people think, but what people see. Now, if you're gonna go on social media, you'd see now everyone's on social media except me. I don't really go on social media. I actually I do see things. I mean, I see images of like I don't go to these social medias, but I've seen people, and people that women and men out there, they're building muscles and going crazy. They're the fucking confidence of high level shit. Like they got crazy testosterone. Like what I'm saying. Like crazy. Women got fucking six packs, and it's crazy, right? Now that's something for me, right? Like okay, in my view, in my eyes, right? In my point of view, from what I'm looking, when I look at these people, what do I think, right? What I think is, let's be honest. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Honestly, I feel fucked up. Like I feel shit. I feel really shit. Like I feel like damn. Like I could, like a lot of times we look at these people, be like damn, like I wish I was like this. I wish I was like that. I mean, yeah, it's dream, yeah. But the thing is, like, the people who do this are they're amazing people. Alright, please don't hate on these people. Right, if you see people like if you see like a girl or something, she has like crazy like physique and she's on here posting on Instagram and doing crazy shit. Good life, guys. That does not mean that the perfect beings. Remember that nobody who it doesn't matter who it is, men, women, whoever it is, a friend of you, a family member, or they're doing better than you, and you think that they're like perfect beings, and you have to be. Guys, don't let someone influence you to do that. I mean, my mom told me this, right? Guys, I'm telling you, man, this has been in my mind for a long time now, for many like for at least a year now. It's been on my mind, where it's like um whenever I see someone, like, okay, for example, like, I'm 18, well, I'm about to turn 19, by the way, I think Monday. So, and immediately my thoughts are like, okay, I gotta get a car, and then I gotta I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, right? So many responsibilities, right? These are things that people are telling me I have to do, but I know I gotta do them. But then I'm seeing kids, fucking 16-year-olds and 15, knowing how to fucking drive. I'm like, what the fuck? It blows my mind. Like, wow. Like, I'm good for them, but like, god damn, it hurts me like a lot. It really just hurts me. Like, god damn, like, here I am, like, struggling to, like, working, and then here I am, these kids are getting cars, and they got a fucking job at 16. It's crazy, man. So I just want to tell you guys, if you feel this way, please don't be influenced by what these guys are doing, okay? Do what you are capable of. Do what you know is best for you, and if you want that thing that you know you want, and it makes you feel better, do it. But don't do it out of someone's like out of their pleasure. Do it for your need, not for their. Just because that person is doing it doesn't mean you have to do it too. Do what you want to do. All right, do what you'd like to do, as long as you like it, right? As long as it's in your taste and not what in their. Well, it depends, right? If you want to do what they want to do, right? If you don't feel anything about it, right, just go ahead, do it. But like, for me, I used to do like workout, right? But when I'm seeing, like, girls working out and doing crazy shit, I'm like, whoa, like, well, in my life, my whole life, I've never really seen that before. When I'm gonna be real with you guys, like, when I see a woman, right, I've always seen women like this, in my eyes. Okay, they're just women, they come to me, like, they're just regular and normal. They don't. I've never seen women in my life. Like, I know yoga, right? I know that, but even that, I have never really been that close to. Like, I wasn't really close to that kind of stuff. I didn't really know about that, right? I always took women as they were always home. They always had this kind and good energy, like calm energy. I didn't really think of women like, hyper, like, doing exercise. I never really seen that before until I met this one girl, but I'm not gonna say who. But ever since I met her, she was like someone that I really was like, whoa, that was actually someone I fell in love with deeply, because, and that's one thing that it kind of affected my thinking in a lot of women, because the moment I saw other women doing that, it reminds me of my mistakes in my past, of how much um I really want to just get so deep into it, but like, because of my lack of good words, I just can't really explain it well. But back then, I used to have not a lot of purpose in my life, and whenever, you could say, it was sort of like a paradox, a contradiction, like, sort of feeling to it. Like, whenever ever since, like, when I met her, my life went straight, like, sort of downhill. Like, so it went like this, okay, so let's take it like this. At the time, I had no purpose. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know who I really was, what my main, like what I was supposed to do. I was just going to school, living life. I didn't know anything, guys. I didn't know the truth. I didn't know anything. I just lived. That's all. I didn't really have. I just help people, not really having the heart of it. Even spreading the word, not even having the heart deep down. I just spread the word, not really knowing what I was doing. But at the time, I was a bit blinded, a bit selfish. Until I met this girl. Right, she was one of the most beautiful girl I've ever met in my life. Period. Not in terms of beauty, but in terms of beauty in her life. it was such a deep obsession I had. Like, seeing her happy was something I couldn't tolerate. Like, it was that was my old self like getting to me. Like, my old self just could not like handle that. Like, I was seeing her like perfect. She was doing all kinds of activities. I was super like jealous. I couldn't. I was, it made me super like pissed off. Like, to a point where I was asking her like, why, how do you do this, why, how did you make it this far, and then she said things to me that really fucked me up in a good way. She like really fucked me up in the head, like in a way that she made me realize how weak I was. And her saying how I was weak made me feel so miserable, y'all. it was like a way that woken me up. I'm sure maybe she was testing me in some way. I know maybe she was, but I'm so glad whatever she did, whatever her intentions were, I'm so glad it happened. I'm so glad it ended up this way, because I am here now today. Now every time I help people now, it doesn't feel like it's in my own understanding, but also what I've learned from other people, and specifically from her. It seems that I've grown, like I've seemed to have accepted defeat in some way. It's God, it's like a fucking trauma in my fucking head. Like, every time, everywhere I go, it's like her voice is like, she's like a guidance to me. Like, whenever I help someone, she's like, I'm it's always like I'm starting to sound like her now. Like, I'm trying to like, hey, this is the truth now. Like, I'm more taking the word of truth than to try to like use my own understanding, which I wouldn't even know if it's true or not. It was just what's the word? Hi- Hypocrisy or something, like hypocrite. Yeah. So now it feels more genuine and honest, and I'm so glad I met this woman. But I still really like her a lot. But in no way I'm gonna really can get back with her anytime soon. I know it's complicated, but either way, I don't think we can ever set things back. You know, it's sad to see it that way. But what it was is that I had such a like bad obsession of like wanting to have that beauty of like, because I thought that if you did this, if you had this certain activity, my life would be better. And that's the thing, you guys. You can easily look at someone and be like, they're living good, and you'd be like, oh yeah, they're perfect, alright? They have nothing to worry about. They're perfect. They have fucking good parents and shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, she had a wonderful family and all, which really got on my nerves. Like, I swear to God. But that's the thing that really irritated me. And you know what I regret the most is that I said a lot of awful things to her, and that's what I regret a lot. But of course, I did ask her forgiveness, and we were cool. But it has never left me at all. Like, the guilt remains. The guilt remains. But I was gonna say something here. Now helping a lot of people. Like, I was gonna say, like, also, I forgot to add that. But now, back then, I used to do like take my own selfish ways, like my own like selfish like advice, but like my own understanding what I mean. But like, now, after meeting her, after all I've been through, learning and all that, it feels like I can now I have now accepted my defeat, and I can like officially embrace that. Okay, it's okay. It happened. I lost that day, but we can. That's the thing, guys. As Kratos said, man, don't be sorry, do better, right? Yeah. So, um, it kind of reminds me of the story of Kratos, but because there was a point where he said like he didn't listen to his wife or something, like he didn't heed to her advice or something. But now it's like that's what I'm doing now, right? But you guys realize that like when the older Kratos is like more, he listens more to his wife advice. Like, he's more vulnerable. Like, he's kind of accepted that. Like, he's always seeking, he's gonna always ask someone for help, you know. That's one thing. That's why you see the like the brotherly bond with Kratos and Mimir, you know, like they're good, like they're like best friends. Even Brock, for example, right? And it reminds me how like now I'm taking more of her advice. Well, not completely, but like, because sometimes I'm like, not only I'm trying to see the truth, but also like trying to see maybe there was a flaw there, you know, because sometimes we make mistakes. Maybe she made a mistake, you know, and I feel like, but there was no mistake in that. Maybe there was a little, I'm not gonna lie, maybe she went a little too hard on me, you know, like it sometimes it felt that way, but what would have been better, you know, if she just hid it in deep inside, or she just really let it out. It was like, okay, yeah, you're a bitch. You know, like like you're weak, get the fuck up, or something, like, you know what I mean. Like, it's, I don't even know why I'm making this video. I just feel like I had to say something about this. But remember, guys, don't let others, like, don't let someone else make your choices. Don't let someone rob you from any choice. Make your own choices based on how you feel, okay? Not how others think, not what others are doing. Do what you want to do because it makes you feel better for you, for your good, not for others. For, not no no. Even your parents. Sometimes, hey, sometimes parents might be wrong, but always listen to your parents first, okay? See what they have to say. Always heed to their advice, okay? And always learn from your mistakes, okay? Grow from it, harness it, okay? But anyways, that's really all I want to say, guys. Low key, this relationship, me and that girl, really put me down a lot of times, but I got up. I fought back. I fought my fears. The insecurity, I felt it. I fought it, and it sucks, guys. You know, we're all in a little bubble. We're all, you know, keeping ourselves safe. You know, trying to like escape from the world, but there's no shame in that. But at some point, we're gonna have to get out of that and just explore the world, man. God, I'm starting to sound like her now. As much as I hate it. But she's right. She is definitely right. So explore the world. You know, don't let people get into your head like that. All right. You know, after all the things I've said to her, I know she was never affected by my words, because she knew she was stronger, right? You guys have to be like that. Don't let other people get to you, right? And that includes myself. You know, like a lot of times, that's why I'm afraid to give advice anymore. I don't give that anymore. You know, I've left that life long ago. You know, just, you know, like I've been so distant from God. You know, for a while now. Like I haven't prayed at all. I haven't done a lot, but I would always tell people to pray, because I always would want people to do better than me. But I should also give myself credit and always do better for myself. Always look out for yourself, y'all. Even if you have a brother out there, you're trying to put them first. No, always put yourself first before you help others. I think there was a verse on that, like something about having dirt in your eye. If you have dirt in your eye, but you're trying to help people, like I forgot what it was, but how can you help your brother? It was like, how can you help your brother when you have dirt in your own eye? You know? Well, oh yeah, it was like, how can you help your brother get dirt in his eye when you have dirt in your own eye, or something like that? Yeah. So hope you guys can take that as an advice. Hopefully this works. But as I said, guys, make your own choices based on how you feel. Whatever you like to do it. All right, because it's for you. Okay. All right, man. God bless you. Good night. Happy New Year's. God bless. Oh, and spread the word.